Well, it's never too early to start scouting out summertime campsites, and this is one of the places we're considering. It's the Oak Hollow Campground, and any of you guys that follow us know that both of our birthdays are on the 4th of July, so we're wanting to make...
No! Take two.
Those of you that follow us know that both of our birthdays are on the 4th of July, and we are scouting out places locally just to hang out for a couple of days and make a big fuss of the weekend. And this is one of the places we're considering. This is the Oak Hollow Campground. And as you can see behind us, it sits on an incredibly beautiful lake. And there's an awesome fireworks display that's done at the park every year. So this is one of the places we wanted to show you. And we're considering staying here over the 4th of July holiday.
Yeah, this is a campground that's been around for quite a while, and they've got lots of different kinds of sites here, and we're going to show you what they've got. We're at one of the tent sites at the Oak Hollow Campground. They have these decks that you can just set a tent up on that's right on the lake. There's a marina that is not far from here that you can walk to, and they rent out sailboats, they rent out kayaks, and they rent out paddle boards. So there's lots of fun water activities that you can do here. This is a great little campground. They've got tennis courts right here. There's a park, a playground not far from here. So many things that you can do while you're here.
Tent sites are just beautiful. I don't think you see many places that give you this. And you can imagine the view that you'll have of the fireworks just across the lake on the 4th of July. It would be amazing. Just incredible. So I think this is really high on the list of contenders of places we want to go for our birthday. I don't know that we'll go far from home, but this is pretty awesome. How cool.
That is a beautiful lake. They have lots of different kinds of sites here. There's some sites that are like more in the woods where you have your own individual picnic table place, and they're more spread out. And then they've got one that's more like a parking lot where there's no picnic tables or anything like that. The advantage of the one that is on the gravel lot is that everything is completely level. Mm-hmm. You don't have to do much leveling at all. Whereas the ones where you've got space in between, those are kind of steep in some places, and they are, you're going to have to break out the leveling blocks and things like that for those sites.
And it looks like they've got quite a few full-timers here, from what I'm seeing.
It's kind of a chilly day, but I guess any day is a good day to go and be in the camper. Much better.
This is beautiful. I mean, it's huge.
And you can paddleboard out here.
You can?
You can go all over the lake. You just have to launch from the marina. You're just getting launched from here.
But that's what would be cool. Imagine your camper being right there and being able to paddleboard through here. That would be so neat.
Yeah. One of the things about this campground is they don't allow campfires. They do have these little grills that you can cook on if you wanted to use that. So one of the things we love most about camping is the campfires. So that's one thing that's a little bit different about this particular campground, is they don't allow it. And I believe it's because of the the trees that are around here, they don't want to take any risks of causing any fires because this is a very heavily wooded area. Right now I'm in section A. This one is further away from the lake, so it's not right on the lake. There's a road that is cuts across in front of the lake that is there, but this one is closest to the pool. So if you want to go swimming, they don't allow swimming in the lake. So if you want to go swimming, they've got a pool here in the campground, right in the section A. Of course, everything's closed right now, being that it's the middle of winter. But this is where the pool would be. It's pretty good size.
Oscar out and walk him, and this is just really a cool little place.
Well, everybody, back in the camper again. We're going to be putting some hardware on the cabinets. If I can show you, the cabinet handles the paint has come off, and they're not holding up very well, so we're just going to replace them today. I also wanted to give a few corrections about the campground that we just did a review on. The Oak Hollow Campground, according to their website, they don't allow campfires, but according to the brochure that they gave me, they do allow campfires if it's in a fire pit or something that is off the ground. They don't allow anything to be on the ground, like a fire ring or anything like that. But if it's like in a fire pit and it's maintained that way, then yes, they do allow the campfire in that way. Another thing too is they have indoor tennis courts. We didn't speak anything about that. There is a golf course that is like right across the street from the campground. I believe that that is a separate thing you're going to have to pay extra. That's not part of what is included in the campground fee. But the marina, that part, you also have to pay a fee, a launch fee, which is only like about a couple bucks. But if you launch a boat or a kayak or anything like that, there's a launch fee from the marina. That's another thing that we didn't mention in the review. So far, we were very impressed by the Oak Hollow Family Campground in High Point, right at the lake. It's got a lot to offer. As of now, we are going to be doing some more repairs to the camper here. We're going to get things ready so that when it comes time to get on the road again, everything will be up and ready. So today I'm going to be putting some new hardware on the cabinets, and that's what we're going to do to get started. Okay, I took off the old one and I'm going to put the new one on. I think these are going to look a whole lot nicer, and they're going to last a whole lot longer too. Yeah, I think that looks a whole lot nicer. Much nicer. Okay, here is the map that the campground gave us of the various sites. This right here is the sites that we were telling you about that were like in the gravel lot. These sites over here are the ones that are very high demand. In fact, he marked off all of these sites that are right here next to the water that are not reservable, at least not at this time. They might become reservable in the near future, and we're hoping that that's the case. But the ones that have the red dots are 50 amp, the ones that have the blue dots are 30 amp, and some of them have both. All the ones in the gravel lot are either or, and then the ones over here in the A section are about half and half. These sites over here are a little bit wider. They're a lot wider than the ones over here, but these are closer to the water. So that's the thing about these sites over here and why they're in such demand. Over here is where the pool is, and there's a playground over here. There is a picnic pavilion down here that's also right next to the water. So if you are staying in the gravel lot, you do have a place you can go to have a nice little picnic meal if you wanted to. And here's all of those tent sites that we were telling you about that are right on the water. Beautiful, beautiful place to see. At some of these sites that are down here, I noticed that you have to share water spigots. Some of the water spigots are in between the sites, so you're probably going to need one of these when you go there to split the water between two rigs, if that is the case. I always keep one of these with me anyway. In fact, I have two of these anyway, so because sometimes I'll split one of these off into another two sets that can be used to like rinse something off or something like that, whereas one would go to the rig. I know it may seem strange to be planning for July 4th in January, but for some parks and campgrounds, you have no choice. You have to go ahead and plan ahead if you plan on staying there over a holiday, because these places will get filled up very, very fast. There's other people that are already planning to be there at the Oak Hollow Campground for July 4th because of the awesome fireworks display that they have there. So that is going to be a high demand place over the holidays. Of course, it's got plenty of open spots at the time, but it's good to plan ahead when you're dealing with a holiday like that. When we went to Niagara Falls, it was around Memorial Day. When we went to the Holden Beach RV Resort, that was on Labor Day. So when you go to these places over a holiday, it's always good to plan ahead. Well, that's about all the time we have for today. Please subscribe and like the video if you like the video, and let us know what you think in the comments.